Greetings and welcome back to Drasier TMD. My name is Drasier and you're watching Let's Play Space Engineers Survival. Okay. So, yeah, I kind of went overboard a little bit. I said I was going to do a few housekeeping things, and I ended up building quite a bit. I completely lost track of the fact that I was supposed to be just doing a few things, and ended up building something quite large. This is not the final version, however, so I don't feel too bad because building these things, going back and forth and putting in all the components, let me show you what we've got here. 300 steel plate. Back and forth, putting plates, putting components into there. Took a long time. I had to add a battery because what I did, I basically had it move forward, clamped to the ground, though it's obviously not on the actual blocks themselves, it was clamped to the voxel right there. Had the pistons move back, and then I basically created these merge blocks on the machine and on the floor so that when the pistons backed up a little bit, it merged and became part of the grid again, and then just extended these pipes all the way along. And that's great. It works just fine. I can do it manually if I have to, but I want to set up a system that does it automatically. The thing that I'm having the most trouble with is I need to be able to create blocks that are placed underneath here, which isn't a big deal. I can use a projector to do something like that, and then have them weld. That's going to be the issue, especially where I have this wheel placed. Because I mean, I could maybe fit something down here, but let's have a quick look. I'll show you what I mean. So down here is fine, down here is fine, but I think that will only get the one block, because I basically need two blocks. One here and one here. Now I could put two on here and try that and see if that works. And it doesn't have to weld the whole thing up, just enough for it to roll forward. One of the things I did go ahead and do is I built a large grid container because I was running out of space. I'm going to have to build another one because of how much we're about to collect. I can't remember when I added this second small one, but that's neither here nor there at this point, because I added quite a lot of things, and that's how long it took me. The sun rose, got all the way over here, and is on its way back down to setting. It's over half the day gone, and yeah, it's a lot of time. And as I said, most of it was going backwards and forwards trying to get all these components placed, but that's okay. It's not a huge deal. Oh, and I also started putting in the door, and it's just a simple door. It's just airtight blocks. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to build ourselves a better refinery system. We're going to have to do it out here because I don't really have the room. I haven't built a room in there yet, and that's fine. I'm probably just going to build it out this way and have them here. How exactly that's going to look, I don't know, but we're just going to go from there and see how it all works out. Okay, so to start with, we are going to lay the groundwork for this, which means we're going to need some components. What do I have on me? Just steel plates at this moment. Let's go ahead and put those away, and I need to find components. Excellent, so what I need is interior plates. Let's grab 50 of those. In fact, let's grab some of the steel plates as well. Quick tutorial on how to set Izzy up. It's pretty much the same as before. You go to edit, you highlight this whole thing, browse scripts, you find the script, and the way you get scripts is you go to the workshop, you look up the script you need. In this case we're looking for Izzy's inventory manager, which is right here, and here it is. You go copy to editor. I'm not going to do that because I already have it in there. Just back out of there. It'll bring that into this section here. I haven't done much to set it up, much past just installing it. I will do that another time though because it's quite involved. Anyway, rambling for long enough. Let's go ahead and get to building. So like I said, we're just going to build some stuff out here. I want to leave a little bit of space for... That should be enough actually, because I can maybe make a bridge along there to get round to the car. Oh, that's another thing. I also made a connector for the truck to sit on and a little platform for it to come up and sit on because of reasons. Let's see, I need the... I don't even have them on the hotbar. Of course I don't, because I've never made them before. I want a refinery first. Let's go ref. Let's see. I want to be this way around. Arbitrarily. I do not have access to the upgrades yet because I haven't built a refinery yet. So let's go grab all the pieces we need and let's make that. Let's see what we need. Oh, you know what? There's a trick that somebody mentioned in one of their videos. I do not remember who it was off the top of my head. I have a funny feeling it was Splitsy. Okay, so let's just grab some components and I'll show you what I'm going to do once I get those pipes built up, because those are going to be essential for this particular plan. Excellent. Okay, now we need something that I don't think I have put on my hotbar yet either. Almost said bar. Almost went to little Jacksepticeye there. Do we even have it on the... Oh, there it is, right there. Tools. Welda. Oh, this actually has... Wow, I didn't realize they updated that. So I don't think they had these two ports on the sides before. I could have just placed it right there in the middle. I'm going to have to take that off eventually anyway. So this is right next to this refinery. So when I build it, I can switch it on and it'll automatically place everything I need in here and it will weld it for me. That is the plan anyway. Actually, you know what I could do? I could build myself a little builder ship. And I'm definitely going to have to do something to place all these, because this, again, I did all by hand and it was a lot of time. A lot of time. So. Oh, that's right. I need a large steel tube. Alright. I'd love to say that one day I will stop being distracted by this, that, and the other, but it's not true. I know that I'm going to be like this forever, so... Okay. Look at that. May as well give it a hand. Oh, of course we don't have enough steel tubes. So let's go ahead and make those. Yeah, so it's literally having to create the things. So our first full-fledged large refinery, and once I get the add-ons sorted out, which I hopefully have now got access to, or do I need an assembler as well? I mean, if that's the case, I can just stick an assembler down here pretty quickly. Assembler. A real assembler, not one of those fake ones that we've been messing around with. Oh, in fact, you know what? Let's just build it right here, because it'll... Look at that! And there we go. Good job, Weldy McWelderson. Now, I'm going to switch that off, because at some point I'm going to fly near it, and it's going to kill me. I've already died, so I can't try and go for a record of not dying or anything. But oh well. So let's see. Now, we should have access to... Oh, don't tell me the progression is broken. I don't know how to fix that. Yep, I built the refinery, I've got an assembler, and it won't allow it. I'm gonna have to look this one up. I'll be right with you guys. Nobody else seems to be having this problem, except for me. And I don't really know what to do about it, because I've made the refinery, I've made an assembler, whoops, and it's not working. I don't have access to... Oh, there's like a distinct gap between those two. And they're obviously connected because I was welding things. Yeah, no, I have no clue what I'm going to do about this. I guess I could reload and start from a different save. Hope that it works this time around, but... Okay, I'm going to reload really quick, see if that works, and if it doesn't, I can backtrack, and if that doesn't work, I can just switch off progression, I guess. But first, let's go grab that unknown signal. That allows me some unknown signal. Okay, recharge off. Parking brake. Oh, parking brake is now on. Whoops. Oh, I need to turn off the... There we go. Look at that. We are fully charged. Alright, turn, you beautiful beast. As much as I had some issues with this thing to begin with, I actually really like it. It's not finished. I think there's more that could be done to the bodywork to make it look a little better. Quite frankly, those solar panels are next to useless. For charging anyway. They can kind of... Actually, I don't even think they can... Let's try it out. Oh, no. No, no way. So I just turned the batteries on to recharge to see what would happen, and I cannot power myself using just those solar panels. But that's okay. I mean, that's the whole point of the batteries, is to store power. And it does have a hydrogen engine system on there. The thing that I've found that's been causing the problem with hydrogen engines, and the plane in particular, I need a tank. I need a tank to store hydrogen, because the hydrogen engines are powered by gaseous hydrogen, not stored ice. It doesn't convert directly and then get used as power. The conversion process actually takes quite a lot of power by itself. Short story, I need a tank for the plane, so I'm gonna have to redesign the plane, and it was acting really weird last time I tried to test it out. A cow suit of my very own! Now I can look just like Texfire. Now, oh yeah, I was about to say I don't know if I should make you watch me park, because it could take hours. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, oh, no. I'm actually not this good. Oh gosh, I'm not this. I'm not very good at driving in the real life either. So, in real life. So this should not be any surprise to people. Okay, that's better. That's better, but not great. Not fantastic. Not too. Every time. Well, I'm not lined up. Okay, I'll fix that, and we'll get back to what we were doing. Oh, the spark. Ah, the sparks. Okay, I'm connected. Connect, recharge, back on, because it's not going to hurt it. It's certainly not going to hurt these. I got more than enough power at the moment. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fix this issue with the not being able to, the progression. I'm going to fix the progression issue. I'll be right back. And we're back. And not a moment has passed for you guys. Sort of. Okay. What am I doing? I should have now access, if my cheating methodology has been successful. So progression is complete. I can't even access the menu anymore, so that's just the way it goes. Okay, so what we want is yield and power. Or do we want just straight yield? Yield is not going to get us much because we don't need it at the moment. What we need it for is to refine cobalt, which we are going to collect more of. I'll actually show you my little mine in just a second. I guess we can do some power, but we've got so much of it. My batteries are completely charged. I don't really need access to that. I think I'm just going to go for straight yield. I think I'm going to do that. Bang, bang. There we go. Now, this should be able to get 2 of them. Let's try it. That's what it's there for. Oops. Okay, welder on. Yes. Yes. Okay, what's it missing? What is it missing? Oh, superconductors. I did not know that that was a thing for the yield modules. What do superconductors require? Gold! Filthy, filthy gold! Now, fortunately, I know that we have gold over there. Gold and silver, in fact, but I'm not going to go collect that until later because reasons. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to steal and I'm going to put them in here. Oh man. Cheating scum. Whoops. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so those are fully developed as much as we can right now. Let's go ahead and switch this off again so I don't accidentally kill myself like I was saying before. Okay, so we've got that. We've got the add-ons, though we can't use them right now. We've got the assembler. What am I going to end up doing is... Ooh, how am I going to do this? Because that's in the way. Hey, all these problems. And then eventually I'm going to want to work on that. But before I forget, cobalt with 3 exclamation marks. Woo! Came in a little hot there, bro. So what I did was I pulled the car up here and I created a little mine shaft. Oh, oh dear. Oh man, that's gonna. Oh, oh, oh goodness. And here we are, down to the cobalt mine, and I've already grabbed quite a bit of it to make metal grids that I've already made, and that's pretty much it. I mean, what else can you do? I suppose I could have grabbed some while I was here, but my inventory is partially full. So, what we're going to do for right now is I'm going to show you how I moved it ahead, and we are going to do a pass, I guess, just to show you how it works manually. Oops. So this needs to reverse. Excellent, it's just in the right spot. And now I need to find the locking gear. There it is. Lock. So that's now locked. Then I need to dismantle this to free it from that. Actually, I need to dismantle both of these. Let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully this doesn't clang out when I do it. That's a lot of material. I don't have enough room to hold it all. Yes. Okay, so those are now free. I will get the pistons. 1, 2, 3 to all reverse. Actually guys, how about you do that a little bit faster? Whoops. No, not crouch. Not my jetpack. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Woomph. Why didn't this one? That's strange. What is happening? My world has suddenly gone completely haywire. Those two have worked out okay. What is going on? What about if we just turn the grid on and off? There we go. Okay. Phew. something worked. I don't know why it did that. It locked up. So if in doubt, restart. First tenet of any IT issue. So a good one to remember for other things as well, apparently. So what did we say we wanted to do? We need to extend this all the way down here. In fact, let's go ahead and set up the merge block. One of them is going to go onto the piston itself, this way around. The other one is going to go onto this block here, this way around. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Please don't hate me. As soon as this is done, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Everybody just calm down. Okay, here we go. I needed some steel tubes. I'm right here. Here we go. Here we go. Don't clang out. Okay, it merged. Woo! It merged, and it seems to be okay. So it's back on the main grid. Yeah. So not ideal, not safe necessarily, but it works. 1, 2, a buckle my shoe, 3, 4, knock at the door, 5. Oh, I am a fool. Of course that's not going to work because there's a door right there. Okay, good. Alright, where was I? I was... Wasn't even that one that was the problem. Okay, so the stupidity prize for today goes to Drasier, who has no clue what he's doing. Let's go ahead and weld this one up, sort of, as much as possible. In fact, let's go ahead and drain what of the pieces we have into these things, because we've got a lot of... Oh my gosh, fuel is low. I'll be right back. Alright, back to what I was doing. I need to dismantle this. There we go. And then I need to continue building. If I can find it. Yikes. Rule number 36. Aim! I am welding up the pipeline all the livelong day. I should not be singing online because people will want to kill me dead. And I can't rhyme apparently, so more reasons right there. Since that's now finished, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do before and put some more storage on here. I'm just going to put another one right here. Actually, let's put it this way. That'll give me some room later to put something next to it if I want to. Yeah, that's the good orientation. Not quite there, but at least it's fully functional. Now Izzy, the inventory manager, will start to take care of things there. Interior again, lots of those. I think that should be more than enough. Yes, yes. Okay, now I'm going to try and add some more refinery capacity to what we've got. I'm just going to move it out a couple of sections before I add anything else. I didn't mean for it to weld those blocks, but oh well. Oh, of course, I can't use that now because I just broke it. I know what I will do. Hooray! Okay. So we've got 2 large working refineries. Should we go ahead and make it 3 just because we can? We seem to have enough material for it. Excellent. So 3 full refineries, which means now we should have enough refining power and storage to start drilling a lot of stone. As I said, we're going to have to do this more manually than I would like, just because I'm going to need to... Ooh, can I even get under here? I can. I'm going to need to get under here and place more of these blocks as I need to. So first we're going to unlock the gear. Then we're going to reverse the piston. Then we're going to turn on the drills. I suppose I could make a control seat for this, but somehow feels more fun doing it manually this way. I'm pretty sure I have this in a group. Drill mass, yep. So the drills are functioning. Let's move the pistons, but let's move them very, very slowly. So they're all moving at 0.01. At least they should be. Look at that monster go. So this is what I would have to do if it was manual. I'd have to sit here and wait for this thing to crawl forward. And admittedly, I'm moving it pretty slow. I think it can actually go forward at a total of 0.3? I can't remember. No, I don't remember. But whatever the case, it has to move slowly. Otherwise, it's going to bang against the wall as it's drilling, because the voxels won't despawn or deform, I should say, with enough time for it to work. But this is going to take ages. I mean, it's not even crawled forward 1 block yet. Though that's a good point. Let's see how we're doing on storage. Basic refinery is taking care of some of it. Small cargo... Refinery is taking care of some of it as well. And the drills seem to be doing okay. Let's see what the cargo space is actually doing. Medium cargo, large cargo has got ingots out the wazoo, but still not nearly as much as we think. And of course the gravel is getting dumped out as soon as it's coming in. I think we're doing okay. And we have another whole large cargo container to fill up if we need to. This is actually working out pretty good. I'm very pleased. That's basically it. I guess I'll see you once we've drilled out another bit. I wouldn't worry too much. I know some of you are thinking, well, what's the point of doing this manually? You said you were going to do it automatically. I will. I'm just showing you the process. And as it stands, in fact, I can probably work on the... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that exactly. Let's work on this while we're in motion. So one of the ideas I had was to set... Oh, in fact, you know what? I don't even need to do that. Let's go ahead and remove that. I was going to say we need to have a pipe coming down for the welder, but we don't. Because it has side welding capability apparently. So those welders will be responsible for getting these blocks as the projector projects them. That's the plan anyway. Those blocks the same? They are. Okay, so I will need to get materials to build those up. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. I've got the welders set up so that they're close enough to those blocks so that as they go by they'll weld them up. But they don't need to weld those necessarily. What they need to weld is the blocks that are going to be projected ahead of us. Now that's the part I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do, because I'm going to somehow have to tie it to where this piston is. This is going to be the central focus. This piston is never going to move position in relative terms to this thing. So we're going to need to have a projector block that has a projection of those blocks going forward. It's doable. It's definitely gonna. I'm gonna have to give it some thought, and I can't do it live or while recording because it's just. I already have enough trouble moving and thinking at the same time. Oops, usually. And you know what? We are gonna make a seat right here. If nothing else, then for the. Oh, unknown signal. I am not going to get one of those while I'm drilling. I suppose I could pause the pistons, but it's already going to take long enough as it is. Let's see. G. I would like to have one of these. I would like to place it here. And let's go ahead and build it. If I only had enough components. Let's go ahead and lay some blocks down and then we'll head and get some more stuff, because we're flirting on the edge of not having enough blocks. Here we go. Now we can control... Whoa, it's rumbling, something awful. Now we can control this machine thing with buttons once I have them set up, which I'll do in a moment. And we can also recharge, which is a bonus. As ridiculous as this is, I like it. I love big, stupid machines like this. Especially ones that only have one function to it. This is all it's ever going to do, is drill this big, long tunnel. To where exactly? I mean, we're going to go quite a ways in towards the iron, which is another 500 meters away, so it's going to be at least 500 meters long. Ish. I love that. I love that. Now, some of you may be thinking that we could probably just put the wheels down straight onto the voxels and just lower the suspension so that it comes down a bit. Now, number one, there's not much playroom here. I suppose I could drop the actual, what do you call it, the axle? I could drop the axle down. The problem is this is not flat at all. It's washboarding. And that means that it's going to be bumping up and down, and it's going to make the actual tunnel itself very uneven, which I don't want. The drills are still, they're obviously gaining stone, but they're immediately dropping it out, so the stone's going somewhere. So the setup that I have right now is not being overwhelmed by the amount of stone I'm collecting, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. Oh weird, the tires clipping through the grid there. So once this is done, once it's fully extended, that means that we can set up the automated system, let it run by itself, and it will be just fine, because it won't overwhelm the system that we have. We will have to keep adding storage potentially if we don't use up the materials that we've gained, but look at all the stuff that I still have to do. As I said, I've decided to put, or did I say? I can't remember. I decided to put down heavy blocks because I'm kind of weird like that. I like to put down heavy blocks for bases. So a lot of this iron is going to end up being turned into steel plates. As I said, I don't plan on putting all the metal grids in there. There's no point. But anytime I have something running over the ground, I want it to be able to withstand a lot of damage, and in particular thruster damage. I don't have to have that everywhere, I suppose, but just for the floor for definite, and for the like the door frames and stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I'm weird. I had a reason for it. I don't really know if I can explain it sufficiently to anybody in particular, but you know, in the end you gotta make your choices and ramble. Alright, I think we're at full extension here. We'll let the drills run until they've gotten every single scrap of stone they can get in this position, and then we'll shut them down. Since we are fully extended here, let's go ahead and add some things to... Oh, actually, you know what we should do? We should wait, because once I've disengaged it from the main grid, it'll be easier to find all the parts that belong to this and nothing else. I think it's only the pistons. Do we even have any pistons on that grid? I'm not sure. Well, it'll be less cluttered regardless, so... Well, I don't see any stone being flung about. I don't see any... Okay, I think we're good, so let's shut down those drills. Control panel. Drill. Mass. Off. But then I want it to lock. There we go. So now that's locked, I can do the same thing. I can move this forward and begin again. Okay. I've got a plan. I've got a plan. There we go, that's everything but that which we need to see. So let's go ahead and say show on HUD. No. Tremble. There we go. Ah, man, I have 2 left wheels. That's right. Yeah, that's gonna mess with my OCD. I am not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna let it go. Just like that one movie that I can't remember the name of now. Something else I can do to automate this, at least for the short term, while I'm getting the rest of the system up, is to toggle the speed of the pistons a little bit so that they actually go pretty quickly. Because right now, that's pretty sad. Drill pistons, let's go ahead and have you do -1. Much better. Excellent. And then we repeat the process. Oh, I'm out of hydrogen. And I might be stuck too. Let's see if we can jump it. Huh! Yeah! Olympic athlete. Not really. So the next plan of action is to go back to the other base and recover a few things, dismantle the plane, probably dismantle the pod because I'd rather just build something from scratch, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a flying vehicle, a no-nonsense flying vehicle this time, no wings this time around. I will use wings again, I promise. And I'm going to float over there, and I'm going to drill down in a little drilly device and get me some gold. Lots and lots of gold. I think I will work on this a bit in between times as well. I don't want to troubleshoot while I'm recording because you guys probably don't want to see that. I suppose I could just cut out all the boring parts. Maybe I'll work on that a bit next week as well. I'll kind of play around with some things, but I won't get too far with it, so that you guys can see. I already kind of told you a bit about what I'm planning, so that won't be too much of an issue. I'm going to find a better place to put the assembler, because I do want to put add-ons onto that, which reminds me, can I even do that? It makes me wonder if some of the blocks, you know, I should just check the actual, whoops, check the actual blocks. So a speed module does not require superconductors, nor does power. Why then? Why would they make it so that... Alright, not going to argue. Yield modules require gold for superconductors, and power efficiency... Nah, I don't need power efficiency. In fact, what I could do is I could put speed mods on, but honestly, those refineries just did exactly what it said on the tin, and just ate through that stone precisely as I wanted it to. I'm great for power, good for storage for now, and I can easily make another large container. Oh, one thing that I'm sure you'll have noticed is I'm haphazardly building stuff outside in the open air where anybody could shoot them. I don't have drones on, I don't have wolves engaged or anything like that. In fact, I don't think I'll put wolves on at all because they just irritate me. But I will add drones. In fact, what I will do is I will say that at the end of the next episode, I need to have some way of defending myself because I will add drones. I don't know if that means there will be no drone facilities around here or if it'll just be the sort of like the cargo ships that come through, but we'll find out. And if need be, I can always just add a pirate facility somewhere nearby so it can harry us a little bit, and we'll go from there. And that's pretty much it. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I'm sorry for the sort of the lackluster ending, but it was one of those things where I knew I wanted to accomplish a few things, but some of it didn't go quite as I planned, and this thing, I'm simultaneously absolutely terrified of the prospect of trying to make this work, but also I love it. It's just ridiculous. It's like this giant lawnmower you build yourself and you want to use, but at the same time it could just fly apart any second. That's how it feels. Space engineers, it could happen. Anyway, rambling again, as is my habit. So thank you guys again, always, so much for sticking around, for watching, especially if you watch to the end. I really appreciate that. Please, if you enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you want to, throw me a comment. I always enjoy being able to chat with the people who are watching, just to get their perspective on things. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. You'll get notifications if you click the bell icon of when the videos drop. And yeah, awesome. Thank you again, guys, and you all have a good one, and I'll see you on the other side.